Hello, Susan Young here. In this video, I will be covering why people spend too much, even on a budget. Old habits die hard. Keep monitoring your spending habits and watch for things you're spending money on without really thinking about it. Credit cards. Never use them if at all possible. They make it easy to spend too much or not see how much you're spending. Save them for emergencies. Easy access to cash. Just put your card in an ATM and get some cash. It's so easy to do and an automatic habit for so many that is easy to bust your budget with small amounts daily. Temptations are everywhere. Even when we're careful, we're often easily influenced by friends to go out or spend in other ways. Remember why you made your budget in the first place and keep your priorities in mind. The guilt you'll feel tomorrow about spending a whole week's food budget on one expensive dinner out probably isn't worth the pleasure of it. We buy things to feel good. If that's been a long time habit for you, it will be a hard one to break. Often it's better to find small things that make you feel good rather than trying to go without everything. Rewarding yourself with an ice cream treat for a week's budgeting success won't break your budget. What if you get in financial trouble? People often don't admit to themselves that they have a problem until it becomes unmanageable. We human beings are very good at rationalizing and making excuses to ourselves. Here are some warning signs of sliding into financial trouble. For 2 or 3 months in a row, your budget is unbalanced because you're spending more than you are bringing in. You've begun using your savings for routine expenses you should be able to handle with your regular budget. You've missed a deadline for a bill or taking credit card cash advances or overdrawing your checking account. You have a big balance on your credit card and have paid only the required minimum payment for the last 2 months. You have nothing in the bank in case of an emergency need. You don't even know how much total debt you have. You're trying to cut expenses by eliminating something important, such as dropping health insurance or not buying required textbooks. If you are experiencing any of these warning signs, first acknowledge the problem. It's not going to solve itself. You need to take active steps before it gets worse and affects your college career. Second, if you just cannot budget your balance, admit that you need help. There's no shame in that. Start with your college counselor or the financial aid office. If they can't help you directly, they can refer you to someone who can. Take your budget and other financial records with you so that they can see what's really involved. Remember that they're there to help. Their goal is to ensure you succeed in school. Avoiding debt. If your credit card debt is not limited by your age, that balance can rapidly rise. Following are tips that will help you avoid slipping into credit card debt. Pay with cash when you can. Use your budget as a guide for how much cash to carry with you. A good way to plan with how much you'll need for a week: lunches, parking meters, snacks, or drinks between classes, and start the week with that amount from an ATM. Carrying that exact amount helps you stay informed of how you're doing on your budget and keeps you from accidentally spending too much on a whim. When possible, use a debit card instead of a credit card. A debit card is taken just like a credit card in most places, so you can use it instead of cash. But remember that a purchase is subtracted immediately from your account. Don't risk overdraft fees. By using a debit card when you don't have the balance to back it up, record a debit card purchase in your checkbook. Register as soon as possible. Make it a priority to pay your balance in full every month. If you can't pay it all, pay as much as you can and then remember that. Here's what I suggest. Go to YouTube channel Zero Debt Coach. Brad Long can direct you with your finances. Brad and I will be working together to help you to be successful. When you go to his channel, tell him Stop Big Spending or Susan Young sent you. Question of the day. How are you doing on your budget? Are you spending too much? Feel free to comment below. Check out my website at www.stopbigspending.com. Leave me your email address at the Contact Us page on the website, and I will inform you on our next videos coming up. See you next week here on YouTube, and see you in social media. Have a great week.